Hi, my name is Joey.
And my name is Sam.
And this is School Nights.
Welcome back. The season finale, episode 8, guys. We are back.
Yes.
For one more episode.
Season finale, 2 months of pure fun, Sam. But Sam, how did this get started? I feel like we never really addressed how we figured this all out.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way this kind of started, me and Joey put our two big brains together, and we kind of decided that Calvin really needs a way to showcase all the fun stuff that happens here at Calvin. So we decided what's more fun than a TV show that's live at the same time that you guys get to interact with. And we had that idea and kind of ran with it.
Yeah.
And like we kind of said in each episode, this is kind of your window into life at Calvin. We'll showcase different segments every single week, just highlighting what life is like here at Calvin. So you guys can kind of.
And we're super excited about today's episode because not only are we on Spotlight View here on Zoom, but also we want to make sure that you guys are entered to win our giveaway. So Sam, we have a special prize today. We have 3 sweatshirts we're giving out. They all look like this. The way you guys can enter to win these sweatshirts is super easy. All you gotta do is comment a really good question down below, and that is how you'll be entered. Where Ben Enos behind the camera is going to write down your name and put it into a hat, which we'll draw from at the end of the episode. So write down a good question, we'll pull your name out, and we'll be super excited. Now, if you ask a bad question, like what's your favorite color or something like that, you probably won't be put in the enter. So you gotta have a good question so we can answer at the end. And we have 3 amazing segments tonight. Our first segment is with our friend Carlisle over in the dorms. She's going to be talking about dorm life, residence life, how cool it is, and what that looks like for you as a student.
And for our second segment, the last 2 segments actually are going to be highlighting orientation and the really cool things that happen when you're a senior and you decide to come to Calvin. So the second segment is all about orientation board. You'll get to meet some of the people who are on that, who are really kind of designing and planning the Quest week, which is that orientation week, getting you oriented to Calvin's campus and getting you meeting new people as well. So that'll be really exciting. But Joey, third segment.
Yeah, the third segment is one of my favorites. For you guys that don't know, Sam and I are both really outdoorsy guys. We love to go outside, go camping, go fishing, go hiking, whatever it really takes to have a good time out there. And we have this amazing program here at Calvin called Wilderness Orientation. And our friend Michaela's going to be showcasing not only some of the aspects of that orientation, but also the gear cage. If you don't know what that is, not only are you going to learn about that and how awesome it is to be able to rent out gear from Calvin and then go camping and fishing and all those type of things, but also just those opportunities to be active here on campus.
Yeah, and as a participant of Wilderness Orientation my freshman year, I can't say enough good things about it. It was the best thing I could have done before.
And as always, guys, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and go back and watch our past episodes. We've showcased amazing things. Sam and I are super happy. We showcased my favorite ice cream shop, Jersey Junction.
What else? Good one. We showcased the Center Art Gallery and the Calvin Fine Arts Center here on campus. We also had President Leroy on a scooter.
Riding a scooter.
Probably
that was amazing. I think it was my highlights. We also had a smoothie review down at Johnny's Cafe, coffee competitions. We've had so many fun things, and we can't wait to do this again in the fall semester. So we'll see you guys all again in the fall. But with that, we're going to hand it on over to Carlisle. Take it away.
Hi, y'all. My name is Carlisle. I'm here on 3rd Bennink. And I'm just going to do a little floor tour for you guys. I'm the resident assistant on 3rd Bennink this year. And so for you seniors out there who are coming to Calvin this fall, this is sort of like what your floor might look like when you get here. So let's hit it. Alrighty. So being on the 3rd floor, we have really nice tall ceilings. And every floor has its own theme. So maybe you can guess my theme. It is the sky. So I have lots of fun sky pictures. Our calendar is sunset themed and jam-packed with super fun events that we've done this year. This was just April. Hi, Alyssa. And so everybody decorates their doors. We have a birthday calendar here, and we celebrate our birthdays every time they happen. And another super fun thing that I love about being an RA is all about making community. So as a resident assistant, I'm sort of in charge of planning events for the floor, making sure residents are doing okay, spiritually, academically. The most important thing about my job is making sure that my residents are safe. So I have about 35 girls on my floor, and that is always my top priority. And you will have a resident assistant on your floor who will also make that their top priority. All right, so here's my room. So as you can see, where's Carlisle? Around BB. Perfect. So here's my room. This is what Calvin rooms look like. My room is a single because all resident assistants' rooms are single person only. But I have a great couch, lots of space for posters, my bed, my desk, my mini fridge, all my many coffee mugs. So that is super fun. But now we're gonna head back down the hall and we're gonna talk to one of my residents who I love. I love all of them, but especially Claire. Claire is super duper cool, and she's gonna give us a little tour of her room and talk a little bit about her experience in resident life. And Joey and Sam, I know you guys both lived in the dorm, had great experiences. So if any of you guys do have any questions, put them in the chat and Joey and Sam can totally answer them for you. So let's knock on Claire's door. Hi, Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm a sophomore here at Calvin. This is my second year at Third Bennink. I was actually in the same room last year. So here's a little room tour for you guys. This is my bed here, and then I have an extra couch, and this is a great setup for hanging out with friends. They can come and sit on your bed or your couch, and it's very nice for just talking and hanging out, and you can set up a movie over here. I kind of went with a theme. A lot of people do like a theme to their dorm rooms, whether it be light colors or like to match the hallway. This is my cozy napping chair. It's great for napping. I like to have lots of lights around my room rather than the big ugly ones in the ceiling. This here's my coffee bar. It's great for making coffee, hot chocolate, tea anytime during the day. I think it's super fun to have plants in your windowsill. So I always try to make sure to have a lot of plants. It just kind of livens up your room, makes it more homey and vibey, and they're very cute. This is my desk. This is where I do my schoolwork, and it's nice to have like a separate desk and office space, separate from your sleeping and hanging out space, so that you kind of don't get distracted, but then everything's all together, but you got your separate spaces still. This is my fish. His name is Richard. He's the floor fish. He's very fun. And yeah, so being on this floor, it's great. The community is awesome. It's super fun to just have everyone's doors open and run down the hall and go knock on your friends' doors and go grab pizza or Slurpees or a late night snack. And we're a super tight-knit community here, so that's super fun. Carlisle's great. It's really fun to get to know your RA and be friends with them and hang out with them. And whenever you've got your door open, people can run by and say hi, check in, see how you're doing. It's a little hard with COVID this year, but I think being friendly and open is a super great thing. And being in the dorms, you just pop down, go play games in the basement with your friends and hang out in the room, talk, do homework together or watch a movie together. Yeah, it's super fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Claire. Such a good time. All right. Thanks, Claire. See you later. Well, thank you guys so much. Hi, guys, for joining me on this floor tour. It's been such a delight. Like I said, if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask Joey and Sam, and they can totally answer those for you. But without further ado, back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Carlisle. I'm a big fan of my RA, Nick Raymond, but I think Carlisle might be a little bit right there underneath.
Might be, yeah, on
but
par.
Speaking of fun things in dorms, I had a ton of fun in my dorm on second highs. But Sam, I did notice today there's a question in the chat from a person. I think her name was Grace. She said, "Joey, where's the Hawaiian shirt?"
Great question.
And Sam, what are you wearing today?
Dude, I actually have my admissions department.
Me as well.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
we decided today. Not only am I a
crazy.
twin, but we wanted a twin today.
We had to match.
We had to match it. We had to give you some spicy today. Let's get some spicy.
Yeah.
So what's coming up next, Sam? Or wait, you had something else to mention.
Yeah. We want to remind you guys, if you guys are just joining us, we're actually doing a live giveaway this episode, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And the way you enter is you guys got to ask a question in the chat. It's got to be a good question, something about the segment that just happened or during the segment as well. And you guys will be entered into a hat, and we'll draw names, and you guys might be able to win a Calvin sweatshirt just like this.
A little known fact, you cannot buy these sweaters. These were given out as admitted students day only. So Sam and I don't even have them, and we literally work here. So very coveted sweatshirt right there.
So make sure you ask a question.
Yes,
but Joey,
sir.
second segment.
Our second
What's it all
segment,
about?
this is going to be insanely fun. I remember when I came to Calvin as a freshman, I didn't know what to expect, and this orientation crew helped me understand my place, my vocation, and more importantly, how I can make friends here at Calvin. So the orientation board is going to be playing a game or doing something fun over there. So we're going to hand it off over to our orientation friends right now.
Hi guys, this is Rebecca again, but this time I am behind the camera, so you won't be able to see me. And that is because we are here with our orientation board, or at least some of them. There's a couple over in the corner, but I think they're having dinner, so we'll leave them alone. And we have a really fun game planned, but before we do, can you guys introduce yourself and tell us what your kind of role is on orientation board?
Yeah, my name is Ashley. I'm a junior here at Calvin, and I am the Impact Orientation intern.
Sweet. I'm Mayhem. I'm a sophomore, and I'm the programming intern at Calvin.
And I'm Noah. I'm a junior, and I am the orientation leader focus for the orientation programs.
Sweet. All right. We are going to jump straight into our game. So they all have fun buzzers, and I didn't think this through, but if this is a competition, you guys have to keep track of your own points. So that's fair. The first question is, what are the different programs for students in orientation? I think that was Ashley.
Okay, so we have Impact Orientation, which is for Calvin's Ahana students. So Asian American, African American, Native American, Hispanic American. Am I forgetting anything? Yeah, and then we have International IP Orientation for international students, and then Quest for anybody else. Or for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Sweet. All right. 1 point for Ashley. Second question is, what are OLOs and Passport?
Oh, geez. OLOs are online orientation. So if you can't come to campus because you live super far away, or you're just not able to make it because you have school on that day, you can do orientation online instead of Passport, which is actually called, it's just as fun, and it's actually called New Student Orientation now. So you get to come to campus, you get to hang out with us for like 8 hours and just a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's just to introduce you to Calvin and what you're gonna get. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Next question. What are some unique Calvin traditions or pranks?
Well, I think the biggest one is the Sampan jump. So every February, the entire college university lines up to go jump into a freezing pond. And if you do it all 4 years, you get a golden towel. Yeah.
Anyone else have any fun ones they want to throw in?
Mine is dorm specific. I'm not sure if any other dorms do it, but I'm an RA in BV this year, and the BV boys will do a boxer run. They're actually not allowed to do boxes anymore, so it's now a jorts run, but it's very funny and a lot of fun. So
Nice. Okay, next question is, what do the acronyms OLs and OBs mean?
So OB stands for our orientation board members. We are all the orientation board members, and our job is to help program the orientation programs as well as meet incoming students. And then the orientation leaders help lead Quest. So they are upperclassmen students who will be paired with a group of freshmen when they come in, and then they will help you lead through all of our orientation programs that we have.
Sweet. All right, my next question is, what is the Calvin Walk?
of course they
So the Calvin Walk is when you go on a loop 1.6 mile around campus with your not significant other, but someone that you're in the talking phase to, and it's that in between going on your first date and like just trying to get to know them better and hang out with them in person. And yeah, it's just a
follow-up question. Can a Calvin Walk be platonic?
No, it cannot.
Have you?
It is a platonic walk. It is not a Calvin.
Follow up. Have you ever been on a Calvin Walk?
Yeah, they have.
Yes, I have.
Exciting. Okay, last question. Is Quest fun?
Super fun.
Yay. What's your favorite thing about it?
I think Street Fest. Do you want to talk about Street Fest a little bit?
Yeah. So during Street Fest, you get to go out into the community and you get to help out in different aspects and pair up with local organizations to like do something fun with your group. I know that my Street Fest, we actually ended up pairing with a church and we got root beer floats at the end of it, which was pretty fun. So yeah, it's a really fun time.
I think my favorite part is you get placed in a group with about 20 other students, and so you get to be really close with one. You get an orientation leader, so an upperclassman student who you get to be really good friends with, and then 20 other students who you get to meet, and they'll probably be people that you get in the dining halls with when you first get here, and some of them will be in your class, so you get to meet a lot of really cool people in a really short
Sweet. Your questy besties.
Musty besties.
Yep. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I don't know who won, so we'll just give a cliche. You're all winners. Or a name. That works too. But thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna pass it back off to Sam and Joey. And then we'll talk a little bit more about wilderness orientation as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Rebecca, for hosting that, and also Nahum, Ashley, and Noah for being such great contestants on
Yeah,
the game
totally.
show. For that last question, is Quest fun? I can 100% agree with them. It is a blast. I actually got to be an orientation leader last year during Quest,
No
and
way.
it was so much fun.
Were you a fun orientation leader?
Oh, I was an absolute riot.
I think he was.
My group was
I think
definitely
he
the best. Group 22, if you're watching this, shout out to you guys. Swim Shady. But Joey, I know there's another question in there about Calvin walks. Have you ever been on a Calvin walk?
You know, I will say I have walked around campus with many people, mainly the
Okay.
guys from my floor. Just really getting to know them better. But I have been on walks with people all around campus,
Gotcha.
usuure on my tours. So if you guys
There
want to
you
sign up for a tour with Samurai,
Yeah.
you can always go on a Calvin walk with us around our
Absolutely.
tour route and see all that Calvin has to offer. I also want to shout out my group, the John M. Perkins Leadership Fellows,
Ooh.
another program here at Calvin, and you guys actually do quests together. So
There
some
you
of those
go.
fellowship programs like that and the Artist Collaborative can really work together and have a great quest experience.
Absolutely.
But experiences on campus are great. Walks around campus are great. But what's better than that is a walk through the woods, a walk through the
Ooh.
wilderness of the northern United States or all around, going rock climbing. I know my roommate did
Yeah.
wilderness orientation. John, he's right behind the camera, actually.
There you go.
So we want to pass it on over to Michaela and talk about all the things that wilderness orientation
Make
has
sure you
to
guys
offer.
still are asking questions
Yeah.
as well, because if you want to get entered to win the sweatshirt, make sure you guys are asking good questions. But without further ado, Michaela,
Take it
take
away.
it over.
All right, hi guys, my name is Michaela. I'm a sophomore at Calvin, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about wilderness orientation, which is a really cool opportunity that you can do right before your freshman year starts at Calvin. Calvin offers a ton of different wilderness orientation opportunities. So you can go backpacking in Canada, you can go sea kayaking in on the North Channel in Canada as well. You can do a beach and bike trip. You can do a Red River Gorge climbing trip. You can do a multi-element trip. So there's so many different cool opportunities to get to know people. One of my favorite things about these trips is that you can really get involved in a community before you come onto campus. So when I went, I was able to meet a bunch of different people who did a bunch of different trips. Then I got back to campus and just had this whole community already that I could get to know. And some of my best friends today are the people that I met on that trip. So yeah, that's one of the things that I love about wilderness orientation trips. And ever since, I've been super involved in outdoor rec at Calvin. I work at the climbing wall. I lead a little bit of kayaking, but mostly just kayak for fun. But yeah, I'm gonna let Clint, who also does a lot of outdoor rec stuff, tell you a little bit about why he loved his wilderness orientation trip.
Yeah, my name's Clint. I'm also a sophomore, and I also did the North Channel trip, which was a blast. And it was just like so life-changing to come into Calvin and spend 8 days camping with like 10 other incoming freshmen that you just get to know so well. And like Michaela, like those people just became some of my closest friends. I was actually going to be on the swim team here at Calvin, but I decided not to because of the commitment and things, which is fine if you want to do sports. But then those people, I already had a friend group to fall back on, which was so amazing. And the community was just like, getting plugged in with the outdoor rec was right there for the taking because of wilderness orientation. And then beyond that, just you'll learn so many cool skills when you're camping. Like we have over here, all of these cooking gear. You learn how to cook meals in the backcountry, which is just like so much fun to be like, oh, what are we having tonight? Spaghetti. Like, let's all throw the things in. Or there's this one thing called, I'm blanking.
Trail pizzas.
Trail pizzas, yes. Trail pizzas are just like, the blessing upon earth above anything else. Like you've been like backpacking really hard for a day or paddling really hard. Then you just get to set up camp and then you cook pizza in the middle of nowhere in just a beautiful setting. And it is, the memories are amazing. And then we also have a ton of other gear for you to rent, which you'll get to use over wilderness orientation. Then during the school year, you'll be able to come here to the gear cage and check it out. We have bikes and backpacks and sleeping bags and tents and just a plethora of stuff for you guys to come and use. And beyond that, like wilderness orientation just plugs you into the outdoor rec community, which Michaela and I have like been having so much fun with for 2 years now, which is crazy to say. but it all started with wilderness orientation.
Yep.
So if you have the opportunity, I would say you have to do it.
Yep, 100%. Check out wilderness orientations. And with that, we're going to turn it back over to you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to not only to Michaela, but also Clint over there. We want to say thank you guys for showing us the gear cage. I know for me, coming as a freshman, I had no idea that I could rent out stuff and use it on the weekends and really explore around.
Yeah.
But Sam, what was your favorite part about wilderness orientation for you?
Oh my word. I could talk about it literally all day, but I think the favorite part of it for me was going into that trip, not knowing anyone at all, and then coming out it with kind of the best friends I could have asked for. We still hang out a lot of times together, and it's just incredible.
Yeah.
You get to experience a ton. I went to the North Channel in Canada, which was really sweet. That was a sweet place, but there's also so many other trips.
Yeah.
There's one to the Red River Gorge in Kentucky. There's a mountain biking one in the Upper Peninsula. There's a Pictured Rocks one.
No
also
way.
Upper Peninsula. Sleeping Bear Dunes. I could keep going. There's so many opportunities. So I encourage anyone, if you're a senior or a junior looking at coming to Calvin, look into it because it's sweet.
Well, Sam, that is amazing. But also amazing is this question we keep on seeing guys ask and answer in there. We like to shout out. I will say someone did say your hockey routine is making your muscles pop out of your shirt.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Sam, our resident hockey expert. Just looking fly as always. But Sam, I think we have some questions here.
Absolutely.
Are you ready for these?
Absolutely. I'm always ready for the questions.
All right. First one, what was your favorite segment of school nights?
Whoa.
Big question. I know we don't like to play favorites here, but
Yeah,
big
how are we
question.
supposed to pick one?
Yeah.
There's so many.
So what are you thinking?
I'm going to be honest. I think that gospel choir segment last week was insane.
Totally.
I really wish you guys could have seen me and Joey over here on camera. We were absolutely dancing, having a ball.
Having a
and
blast.
It was a blast to have them on, even singing a song too, which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
But Joey, your favorite segment?
Yeah, that's, oh man. I really enjoyed one of our first episode with Jersey Junction.
Okay.
I really thought the Jersey Junction crew was really fun, mainly because it was our first episode and we were trying so many things out. For anyone that's been watching this whole 8-week process, you've seen, hopefully you've seen some great progression of quality, but also us working through these kinks. This is a live show run by students.
Absolutely.
And we're not film majors either. So we want to shout that out, that I am a communication major, but this is not totally our thing, and we love doing it with you guys.
Absolutely.
But
Joey, I have a question.
please ask it to
We
me.
got to go back and forth. How can you get involved in residence life?
Yeah.
I'll let you take this one.
You can get involved day one. This is a thing called your social events team. You get involved on your floor, and you can help plan fun events. So, for example, my floor, you have a brother or sister floor, respectively, and we invited our sister floor, Second Calsbeak, shout out to you guys, out to a kickball game this fall. Granted, none of their athletes, they were all gone. They all had practice, and none of our athletes had practice, so we actually smoked them. Not fair at all. But we did a pizza night one time. We did a ton of fun. So we went sledding up the back of President Leroy's lawn. You can be involved in your dorm, just do that, but also Bible study on your floor, dorm Bible study, and a lot of leadership opportunities there as well.
Absolutely. There's so many, and you'll be able to find out more about those right away when you get on campus. You can get involved right away your freshman year, which is also super cool.
Yeah. Question for you. What is the best dorm? We've got this question before. It's a little biased, I think.
Oh, man. The cool thing is, though, you guys saw Carlisle early in the episode. She was on third Bennink. I was actually on her brother floor for 2 years, third Boar. So Boar Bennink, shout out to you guys. Best dorm on campus. Joey, I know you're going to say something different.
I'm going to say,
go BB.
so first I want to preface by saying all dorms are great. My mom lived in Beats, so shout out to her. And I also want to shout out just my own guys on the floor, right? Second highest guys. I can't deny them. Those are my boys, and I think that's the best dorm on campus. But Sam, you have another question?
Absolutely. Last one. This one is definitely a hot topic here on Commons campus. But here it goes. Knollcrest or Commons dining halls? Go.
I will die atop this hill that Commons dining hall is the best. I'm a Commons fan, tried and true. They used to have a pizza oven, but for COVID, they kind of moved some things around. So hopefully next year we'll see a pizza back. But that along with the taqueria last year and this Chinese food every time I want. I'm a big Chinese food fan.
Absolutely.
So I'm a big Commons supporter.
Yeah. I am actually going to have to agree with Joey on this
There we
one,
go.
surprisingly. I know Commons is probably my favorite. I just like the vibes.
The vibes are immaculate. To be honest, the vibes are
you know?
immaculate.
It's just amazing.
But
that's our last question.
It is time for our giveaway.
What you guys have been waiting for.
So we have
Just a
found
reminder.
the most expensive of hats. I'll hold the sweatshirt while you grab the hat.
There you go.
So you can see I'm modeling this size large here. Granted, we will reach out to you. We'll put an email down below if your name is called. But Sam, want me to grab the first name?
Go for it.
All right.
Get in there.
There's a lot of names in here. I've seen a lot of comments. And our first winner is Diana G. Diana. So you can email the email down below, Diana, and we'll ship you one of these awesome sweaters here. And
There
then
we
I'll
go,
hold the
there we
bucket
go.
for you, Sam.
Thank you.
Shake it around a
Can I
little
close
bit.
my eyes for this
Close
one?
your eyes, yep. And who do you
We
have?
got it. Alrighty. Win Kim on third. If you are still watching, put your email in the chat and we'll actually send you or you can send an email to admissions@calvin.edu to win your
And we'll put
sweatshirt.
that in the chat. And I'll get the last one, Sam. Do you want to get the last one? Or
No,
want me
you
to?
got it. You
Okay,
got it.
I got it. All right.
You got the lucky hand.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I got one.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
I got it. Drew Steiner, you have won our
Ooh,
final
There we go.
sweater here. We're super
There
excited
we
about
go.
that. But now, one thing that Sam and I definitely want to do is we want to say some thank yous here.
Yes, sir.
We want to say thank you to not only all of you guys at home watching, but also the admissions department here at Calvin.
Yeah.
President Leroy, when we were talking about this show, President Leroy said, you're going to give students a time where they can talk to Calvin directly. How do you feel about that? And we were like, we can do this. Give us a shot.
Absolutely.
And Sam, who do you want to say thank you to?
Oh man, I want to say thank you to everyone who's behind the scenes right now. We've got 3 people back here who
Get
have
up here.
helped us
Get
every
up here.
single
Get
time.
behind us.
Shannon,
There we go.
John, and Ben. They have been a huge help. We couldn't have done it without them. And here they come.
Yeah.
Make sure you
So
applaud
John right
wherever
there,
you're
yeah,
watching.
we'll do a little round of applause for them.
Applaud.
Shannon is one of our friends from admissions. She calls, but also we have John, my roommate. Benny is our caller and soon to be tour guide.
Absolutely.
We want to say thank you to those guys, but also all of our people that have helped. Not only to like Carlisle, who's been supporting behind the scenes, but Rebecca Boss and Lorena, who's filmed so many times. So anyone's been in this show,
And whoever's
thank you for
hosted
that.
segments, absolutely.
Yeah. And we want to say thank you for such a great year. And as always,
if you guys are still watching, make sure to go back and watch the previous episodes because these will be up. And you guys can watch these at your enjoyment.
And I will see you guys in the fall. But as always, my name is Joey.
And my name is Sam.
And this has been School Nights. Are those donut socks?
Yeah.
Let me see those.
The donuts.
The donuts.
Ooh, I could eat one.
Let's see you catching up on that computer. Did you end it yet, Shannon?